guys, welcome back to Bait and Tackle, and today we are going to do something a little exciting, a different plastic mold company I haven't used yet. I just purchased these a while back. These are the hog salad molds, and this is the Gilley 3.8 inch. Pretty nice mold. They do a very good job. They do a spectacular job as well. They engrave in the outside which way the belly and the back is, so you get to see that. We will dive more into this mold, but I'm really excited. We're also going to do a new color as well that I haven't done before. We're going to do Sexy Penny, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a copper color on one side, which is going to be a new penny, probably with some black flake. And then we are also going to do the other half as a chartreuse. And I think I'm going to try to get some chartreuse flake. I think I have some somewhere, so we'll try that out. But wanted to show you this. This is what we're going to do today. Let's see how this shoots. I've already done a few of these just to try them out, and it shoots pretty well. But for you guys that are interested in getting some hog salad molds, pretty nice stuff. So let's get into this. All right, so let's talk a little bit about this mold. It is a, I believe, 6 cavity mold, or is it 8? I don't remember. It's a 4 cavity mold. Okay, so this is a 4 cavity mold. I was way off. Very nice mold, very well machined, very nice sprues. Like I said, I have shot this before. It shoots very nice. It shoots very easy. No issues. I don't think I had any issues with air pockets or even these little fins not filling in correctly. But we will do our best. We're going to do a laminate color today. We are going to do a Sexy Penny, which is going to be half of this new penny copper color with some black flake. That looks pretty nice. I like that right there. We're going to make a new batch. And then we're also going to do chartreuse. So we'll get to get out some colorants here. And the new penny is actually a MF colorant, and it's an awesome colorant. I love this color. It looks spectacular, especially with a little bit of black flake. It kind of has, I don't want to say a color shift, but it's got a little bit of a pearlescence to it. I think that's the right term for it. So this color, awesome. You can get this at Barlow's. The other color I'm going to use is going to be a chartreuse, but I'm thinking about using something a little bit different. I'm thinking about stepping it up a little bit. Let's use something a little bit different for chartreuse color. This one is another MF colorant you can get from Barlow's, and it is Chartreuse Shad. So let's try that on one side, the copper on the other side. We'll put black flake on this side, and actually I might put some black flake on this side. I haven't decided yet. I have some chartreuse flake too, so let's see what I can find for flake, and then we'll do that. But we're going to do those two colors. We're going to do this mold. Let's see how we make out. Okay, and I just want to be clear real quick that I call it new penny, but it's actually penny copper is that color. Penny copper, MF plastics. Okay, the other one definitely is chartreuse shad. There it goes. Okay, I got 2 cups of plastic medium blend here. I'm going to start heating them up, start getting things going, turn on the fan, and let's see what we can create. Alright, so as always, we got 3 minutes on the process. We're only at 260, 270, so it needs to go back in. That was 3 minutes. When you get down to this point where you start seeing it gel, you definitely want to pay a little bit closer attention, bring down the time, maybe like a minute at a time, and then if it starts getting up into the 3s, you want to start doing it like 15 to 30 seconds at a time. That's kind of how I shoot for it. So we'll get this heated up, put our colorant in once we get it up to 350 or more, and then we will put it in the degassing chamber and get the plastic out of it. So we got some nice clean plastic. Alright, so we are at about 340. I'm going to go ahead. This is nice and hot. It's nice and liquefied. Got past the gel phase. I think we are good to go. I'm going to go ahead and put in chartreuse shad. Now, I like to work in squirts. I don't really do it drops, but I'm just going to put a couple drops of this in, maybe like 10. I'm not even sure how many that was. But let's just see what that does to this color. because this is also a pearlescence type color, this Chartreuse Shad, but I wanted it to be a little bit transparent, so let's just do, that's 20 drops there. Let's see what that does. I think we're going to do this 10 drops at a time, because I want the pearlescence and I want the Chartreuse, but I want a little bit of transparency. Let's do 10 more. Might be 11. This is a cup and a half of plastic, by the way. I usually do what I can in here cold is a cup and a half. It usually expands out to about a cup and 3/4, and then once you put coloring in it. Now I can see the Chartreuse kind of coming, but again, we're going to go ahead and keep adding. I want 10 more. Okay, I think that's about 40 right now, and I think I'm gonna. Oh, I can start to see the pearlescence. I want to do 10 more. I want it to be a little bit more solid. Okay, so around 50 drops for this color. There we go. Okay, so now I can really start to see that pearlescence in that color, but it's still very transparent. Okay, that's what I want. All right, so we're also going to add Barlow's 0.15 black flake, 0.015, I'm sorry. We're going to do one heaping scoop of a smidgen spoon. I think I got these off of Amazon. Okay, we're also going to do a smidgen over heaping scoop of the 0.035. This is from Lurecraft, but you could use any of them. Barlow's is where I mainly buy most of my stuff from now, so I would just go with them. So let's go ahead and mix that in. I like it. I like it a lot. It looks amazing. I'm loving the color. I love the flake in it. It looks awesome. Looks perfect. And we might be able to change that color again if we want to. So let me check the temp. We're still at 335. I'm going to nuke it again for a couple seconds, then I'm going to put it in the degassing chamber to try to get rid of some of these air bubbles we've created. So I'm just going to hit it for 30 seconds. And then we're going to pop it in the degassing chamber. Alright, so we've got some of those fresh bubbles to the top. I'm just going to hit it real quick with a blowtorch just to knock down some of the bubbles. I'm going to stick it in the degassing chamber. Chances are it's going to want to overflow on itself a ton. We're going to go ahead and start warming up the next color, which is going to be penny copper. So we got our second plastic heated up. We are going to go ahead and put in our color, and again, this is penny copper. I'm just going to give it one more shake, and I think we're going to do about the same. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do 20 first, just to see where that gets us. I think this one's a little bit stronger than the Chartreuse. No, but still pretty light. Let's go ahead and do another 20. Okay, there's 40. Probably going to match the hatch and just do... Okay, I'm just starting to see the pearlescence to the copper, which is really good. Let's go ahead and just make it 50 even on both sides. Okay, there is 50. So again, nice pearlescence color. I'm going to go ahead and add a bunch of black flake to it. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to do a heaping smidgen of the small, 0.015. Then we're going to do a heaping smidgen of the black, 0.035, which is the bigger flake. then we will stir that up, get that in there. That'll give it a nice little kick with that flake. I like that. Get this all mixed in real good. And like I said, it's going to have to go into the degassing chamber. It looks like a lot of that flake got stuck on the knife. So let's just make sure we got it all in there real good. Oh yeah, looks awesome. All right, so let's get this one degassed, and we should be getting close. All right, now let's talk orientation on this mold. It has one flat spot on this side, one flat spot on this side, but what the way they call it is they call it belly and back. And I don't think it matters if it's belly or back on this one, but what I'm going to do is I want these to be flat. I want one flat side to be a color, and I want the other flat side to be a color. So for this case, for me, I want it angled like this, and we're going to do like that, because I want it to be flat color. I want it to be color flat on one side and flat on the other flat side. So what we're going to do here, and I'm going to get a different blending block here. This one does a little bit better. And I'm going to have to move some stuff around here to get things to fit correctly, so I'm not messing up the things here. So this is my bass tackle dual block, and I'm going to go ahead and use this block, and I'm going to switch it around and use this with a different injector because they both fit. This fits that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and use it, but I'm going to want it like this, so the colors go like that, right? That's how we're going to shoot this mold. So let's back up here a little bit. We got the Chartreuse, just heating it up again to keep it hot. I think we're pretty good right there. And we just check temperature on that. That's 340. I'm just going to keep it hot for right now, just to make sure that we're ready for the injection. And then we got to get the penny copper ready. So this one again is the 3.8 inch. He has different sizes as well. I think there's a 2.8, and then I think I don't know if there's a bigger one. I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up too. But I guess I didn't do my homework before I started this video. No big deal though. He offers it in a 2.8, a 3.8, and a 4.8. And he also has the, I think it's called the Gilley Shad, which is this bait with a paddle tail on the end, which is pretty cool. And I actually had a buddy of mine make up some of those. Snatch and Lips. He made me up a bunch of those just so I could try them out. So, all right, I got you a better view here. We got both cups of plastic at about 330. I think we're ready to go. Let's do this. And it does not matter which color goes on which side, because both sides of the bait are the same. So we're going to go ahead, get this in there, and we're going to inject that first one until you can't push anymore. Okay, we're going to go to the next one until you can't push anymore. Nice and easy, nothing crazy. Do it again, and again, we're only able to do 4 baits here, so nothing insane. And again, last one, fill up the sprue. Okay. Now I typically like my colors a little bit darker. I'm going to pull you off the stand here. I like my colors a little bit deeper, darker than that, but that came out really good. Really, really good. Look at these cups. Is that fantastic or what, guys? Look at that color. Look at that. Oh. heaven. Love it. So these should come out pretty well. I'm pretty excited. Camera's got a hard time focusing on those, on that thin line there. There we go. That's going to be interesting. So let's see what we get when we're done. Let these cure up a little bit. I'll throw them in some water, and then we'll take a look and see what we get, how we did. This is always something really cool to look at, the blending block. Let's see how this looks. Ooh. Get those back in there a little bit so you can kind of see. That is pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. I'm excited. So one thing I may do is I may darken the color up on the Chartreuse, and the copper actually comes out pretty good. So it'll just depend on how thick the bait is. So the thicker spots are going to be a little bit more, less translucent, and the thinner parts will be a little bit more translucent, which is going to be kind of cool. All right, let's see how we did. I'm going to take these apart, clean up these sprues a little bit. If I can pull them out, that pulls out the top part of the sprue on the bait. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. Those came right out of there pretty easy. Now those are the mixed colors, so I really can't use those unless I just melt all that down into one color, which could look pretty cool. Let's see what we got. You guys ready for this one? I'm ready. Just trying to clean this up a little bit. I got so much junk plastic laying here. All right, here we go, guys. Come on. And 2 went to the other side. Ain't that always how it works? Okay, so like I said, very, very clean mold, very clean pores, or injections. I don't see any missing pieces. I don't see any air pockets. Flip 2 over. There is the Chartreuse side, which again, because it's so translucent and it's not super thick, it's kind of almost similar. So you can see a little bit of difference in the coloration. Yeah, there you go. Like if you hold it sideways, you definitely see the color difference there. But this way, that's the copper. If you see it in the light, that way, that's the Chartreuse. I kind of like that. I think that's pretty awesome. But I think next time I do it, next time I do this Chartreuse, or what they call new penny, I think I'll just make it a little bit darker on both sides, add a little bit more color, and maybe do like 60 or 70 drops per side just to get enough in there. But man, I'll tell you, those came out awesome. But like I said, no missing spots in the mold. I shot it at about 330, dual injection. Those came out amazing. There you go. 2 over here are the Chartreuse Shad. The 2 over here, I'm flipped up. I've got the copper, the penny copper. But awesome, 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 awesome. Love the mold. Shoots really well. I do like this color. It's a little bit different. I just wanted to try something new. One of the guys I was with last week, red fishing, which I'm not sure when this video is going to come out, but he was telling me that that's a really popular color, Chartreuse penny. So pretty awesome. Looks great. Let's wrap this thing up. Okay, you guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Hope you guys liked that. This is the Hog Salad Gilley 3.8 inch. And like I said, we did a sexy penny, so it's half Chartreuse Shad and half penny copper. Really cool. I think next time I'm just going to darken those colors up, but it came out really good. It's very subtle, very translucent. It's a very nice color. I think that's going to get bit pretty good, but I'll probably darken it up for the next time. But awesome, awesome mold. Shoots great. Shot it at about 330. Shot perfect. I'm not missing any spots in the baits. They do offer this, like I said, in a 2.8 and a 4.8. So if you want smaller or bigger, you can. I'm thinking about using these on jigs. That's why I bought that size. They also offer one with a shad tail on the back now, a Gilley shad. So go check them out, give them some love. I also have the Barlow stuff here, the MF colors. You can get those from Barlow's. I am the affiliate. Use my code B8N Tackle, all one word. I'll put it here on the screen. If you guys do that, it helps me, it helps support the channel. You don't get a discount, let me just be clear, but it helps support me and what I do and more products I can buy for you guys to show you more things, new colors that come out. I've got some other stuff on order already that's gonna come that I wouldn't get unless you guys were part of this. So any help you guys can do for me, buy stuff from Barlow's, I get some kickback so I can show you guys new products. That's how that works. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and as always, remember, keep on baiting.